The 23rd edition of the FIFA World Cup is set to kick off from the 11th of June down to the 19th of July 2026. The biggest edition ever, honestly, as 3 nations will play host for 39 days. That is approximately 5 weeks and 3 days. Why most persons may just know that, okay, fine, it's just USA, Mexico, Canada that will be hosting the Mundial. Rahencesports will give you detailed information regarding the World Cup. Of course, we all know it is 3 host nations, USA, Mexico, and Canada. 48 countries will participate in this competition. 104 games will be played. 16 stadiums across these 3 nations will be used. And 1,248 players, that is 26 per country, will participate in this Mundial or in this World Cup. I'm going to list it out exactly, according to the nations and the countries, the number of stadiums that USA, Canada, and Mexico will host games, and the number of games that will be hosted in all the stadiums. Check out this infographic. Thank you. 104 games will be played in 16 stadiums at the World Cup. Now, these 3 nations splitted the stadiums and the number of matches that we played in the different stadiums. They didn't split it accordingly because, of course, we all know that USA is a bigger country. Now, for the USA, we have 11 stadiums in the USA, and 78 matches or 78 games out of the 104 games will be played in 11 stadiums in the US of A. For Mexico, 3 stadiums in Mexico will be used, and 13 games will be played in those 3 stadiums. And finally, Canada, just 2 stadiums or 2 stadiums will be used to watch 13 matches. 13 games will be played in 2 stadiums for Canada. So USA has 11 stadiums, 78 matches. You can see they have the bulk of it all. And from the quarterfinal, the semi-final, down to the final that will be played at the MetLife Stadium in the USA, it will be played in US. So all group stage games will be played across 3 nations. But from the quarterfinal, that's the 4th. All group stage games, the round of 32, the round of 16 games will be played across these nations. But from the quarterfinal down to the final of this Mundial, it will be played solely in the USOA. So I'll take it again. 104 games will be played across 3 nations. 78 out of the 104 games will be played in 11 stadiums in the USA. Of course, we all know that 16 stadiums will be used across these 3 nations for the World Cup. 11 stadiums, 78 games USA. Mexico, we have 3 stadiums in Mexico. 13 matches will be played in those 3 stadiums. And finally, Canada, we have 2 stadiums in Canada, and 13 matches will be played in those stadiums. Thank you very much. To further explain what this World Cup is all about in a detailed form, in a detailed manner, I assembled more like a detailed infographic regarding the World Cup. Do you understand? 16 stadiums, 104 games, 48 countries, 3 host nations. I had to split it in such a way that even the layman would understand very well. USA, like I said earlier, they have 11 stadiums, 78 games. What are those 78 games that will be played? What are the 11 stadiums that will be used in the USA? Is all splitted here in this infographic attached to this post. For Mexico, the names of the stadiums in Mexico and the 13 games that will be played in those stadiums. The same thing with Canada. Who and what are the countries that will feature each other? It is very, very detailed. Enjoy these infographics. Thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment on my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, many more from where this is coming from is going to hit your screens. Keep the dial locked, don't touch the screen. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.
To glory begins. The road to glory begins.